You think we're going to beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Level 12.
Level 12.
Here we are. Welcome back. It's the boys.
We've already done... So we already did 9, 10, and 11.
Yeah, dude, we're cruising.
We are, wow.
Well, 9 was one that we already did. Remember, that was the one where we couldn't get through without...
Oh, yeah, that was... There were no...
Without the Raisin Man?
There weren't many enemies. No, it was the boss level.
Yeah, that was the 2 golems. Yeah.
Inexplicable
Gaul and Syl.
So your slippers.
Yeah, so...
Everyone's wondering. Right? So
Are they? I can tell you're very, very wondering.
they're on the edge of their
So
seats.
before I tell you what's
As am
going
I.
on with these slippers, why don't you tell me what you think is going on with these slippers? Why don't you give everybody at home a mental picture?
I'll tell the people what I see.
Okay, what do you see, Vaughn?
So I see 2 black slippers. One right, one left.
Yep.
He's got them on the right feet. So that's
I'm
a
pretty
good
sure
start.
they're actually ambidextrous.
Oh, yeah.
I think I could flip them in.
But like once you start to wear, one with your right foot more than with your left foot,
Oh my god.
forms,
Yeah?
into like a different shape.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. I'm sure when they start out they're ambidextrous.
Why don't you get to the point, Vaughn?
All right. So he's got some black slippers on his little toesies down there. And he's both the
Hey, my toes are perfectly average size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The front third or so of the slipper is wrapped in silver duct tape
Yeah?
on both. And I don't know what's going on.
But not just...
Are they falling apart?
Not just willy-nilly. I mean...
No, it's a good... Oh, the bottoms, too.
Yeah.
And so the bottoms are also duct taped.
Yeah. So what do you think's going on there, Vaughn? Why don't you wager a guess? Why don't you hazard a guess?
Your toes rip through them?
Tarzan style?
Yeah.
No. Damn, you're a good guesser. All right, I'll just tell you.
Less traction?
Yes,
So you covered up the
I just
rubber.
found too much balance and stability in my life. I needed some excitement. So I put duct tape on my slippers that I only wear when I'm in the house.
I don't know, you got hardwood up there. Or
Yeah.
tile and stuff.
Actually, it grips really well on that.
Does it?
Yeah. I purchased these probably 10 years ago. These have been around. And I had a pair of white ones before this
Okay.
that just got super dirty.
Yeah.
But I used to buy these back in my Walmart days.
Okay.
I used to buy these at Walmart for like $5-10, and they were just the softest. Just the softest. You can give that a feel.
Yeah.
I won't
You want?
I won't freak out if you cop a feel.
They're pretty soft.
The white ones were even softer
Okay.
because they like changed the material or something. And they're for like old ladies, but I'd buy them for me, And the reason was my mom used to have this pair of house shoes that I loved wearing because they were just super comfortable, and she would get mad all the time because she wanted to wear them because they belonged to her. So she's like, "You need to get your own friggin' house shoes." So one time we were at Walmart and I was like, "Oh," I thought to go look at them and found the white ones and blah blah blah. The rest is history. But the white ones got ruined because I used to wear them out.
Okay.
Because I thought it was so funny and ironic. People would be like, "Are you wearing house shoes?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And so they got really nasty and gross. But the reason why these ones are covered in duct tape is because the cheap plastic that was the sole just started literally crumbling and falling off.
Yeah.
And so it was leaving these little pieces of plastic all over my floor.
Okay.
So I just covered it in duct tape to stop that from happening. And it worked.
So it was a little DIY repair.
Yeah, exactly. On my $5 10-year-old slippers. Because I ain't buying no new slippers. Besides, these are still super comfortable. And I wear them once in the bluest of moons.
Okay.
Like
today.
Because my feet are cold all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's super annoying. I must have terrible circulation in my feet. Because they're always cold. And so wearing slippers doesn't really do anything for that. Like, there's like no way to warm up my feet without an external heat source.
Okay.
They won't like warm themselves up. So like right now, even though I'm wearing these amazing
You
slippers,
can't just give the command.
right,
And they'll...
they're still cold.
All right.
And this isn't really doing much to help. It's just stopping them from getting colder. So I don't wear them that often. Was the reason why I said that. My feet are cold, people. They're cold. Man, why do we have all these golems? I want to use loops. But these guys are too deep. They're too Deepak Chopra.
To what?
Are you familiar with Deepak Chopra?
No.
Oh man, takes me back to my GameStop days. I used to work with this guy Matt, which if you're watching, Matt, love you. Let's get you on the show. And we used to just say the most ridiculous things to each other to entertain ourselves while we're working.
Well, there's like nobody there.
Exactly, which is pretty often because GameStop. And there was this one like fitness. I think it was a game for the Kinect.
Okay.
That was like an exercise game, and it had like a person, you know, that was like a real existing real life person.
So probably
who was like the mascot.
Yeah.
And it was a black guy. His name is Deepak Chopra, or maybe it was a lady. I don't remember if it was a lady. But there's some person out there named Deepak Chopra, Deepak, last name Chopra, and we used to just see that game come up in like inventories or like like random lists of things that we had to do, and it would just crack us up every time, like a label printed out with that name on it or whatever. And it was just one of those things that we would randomly say to each other in passing nonsensically. So it just when we said the word deep, when I said the word deep, I thought of that because I think we used to call him Deep for short.
Okay. That's pretty funny. It sounds like the kind of game that had the highest of scores on Metacritic.
No one ever bought it. It was never purchased. Like, never once did anyone purchase that game. It was always like, we always had to like reprice it because it was getting thrown into like a bargain bin. And like, so it was one of those ones that would come up a lot, you know, because like the price would go down to try to get people to buy it, and then they wouldn't buy it, and then it'd go back to normal, and it would just cycle back and forth, and they just couldn't get rid of it. I remember we used to do this thing with games that we had a whole bunch of, where like, you know, we had to make space and like drawers because we kept everything in drawers. So if you had like 60 copies of a game, you know, you didn't keep them all in the drawer.
Okay.
You had a spot in like your back room to put all that stuff. So like all like the Maddens.
Okay.
You'd go in like a GameStop back room and look at the wall, and there would just be like hundreds of copies of like 5-year-old Madden games.
You see that? It was different for a second.
Was it?
Yeah. It was like...
He can do like a little wall shield thing. Is that what he was doing?
Because it looked like it was much more significant of a, you know, whatever you want to... probe. Whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, whatever that thing is gross.
Ugh.
But yeah, we used to go back and just admire the like bricks of Madden 2010 and 11 that would just chill for years and years and years.
Do people come in and actually buy those, or would they?
No, but people come in all the time. People would come in all the time and try to sell them.
Okay.
You know, because GameStop will buy stuff from you for terrible prices. And people come in and they like try to trade in their Madden 2010 that we have 149 copies of.
Okay.
And you'd tell them, you'd like ring up all of the stuff that they wanted to sell you, and then you'd tell them, yeah, okay, so for everything here I could give you like $6. And they'd be like, excuse me? And they would pull out Madden 2010 and they'd be like, how much is this worth? And you'd be like, 10 cents. And they'd be like, 10 cents? I paid $60 for this game. And you would just like, we would just, after a while of getting so fed up of hearing that same exchange over and over and over, we would just go into the back room and just bring out like a stack, like this, like an armful of as many Madden whatever they were trading in year could carry, and they would just be like, damn. And it was really funny because they just couldn't handle it.
That's funny.
it was you know, it was one of the few moments we got to like kick back and kind of be like, yeah, you see what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't really like say anything mean.
Yeah.
Because it's such like a weak company that can't like protect you if you're a jerk to somebody.
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna fire you. Well,
if you go on YouTube, there's a plethora of videos of people about their experiences at GameStop.
Oh yeah,
or filming.
There's
people at GameStop.
The hate is unending.
Yeah.
Like it was very tough. People were so predisposed to like assume that you were going to either be completely unknowledgeable about what they were asking about or just going to try to sell them something that they didn't need.
Yeah.
That they would just be so rude right off the bat. Like 50% or more of the time.
Yeah.
It was really difficult.
Sucks that like
it was a very
the management has that bad a reputation that it trickles all the way down to like
it was a very
someone walks in the store and just hates you.
Yeah, or they're just ready to square off, you know?
Yeah.
Like they have this idea in their head about what to expect, and so they're like preparing themselves. I mean, people
Wait, go back.
What?
A little bit. Oh, it's just like a bone. It's like a spine.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
I think that's actually implied to be a ladder to get him to the top of that.
Oh. That thing looks like a giant like
that's a cork.
Cork. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is actually.
His totem also looks ridiculous.
Dude, tomorrow on the boys, we're going to talk about what that totem made me think of.
Okay.
We'll see you there, folks.